Are the toddlers in your dollhouse getting bored? Why don't you make them a bead maze toy like this? Stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so let's get started. Since this one is more or less a little boy's design colors, I thought we'd do one in more little girl colors. So we really don't need a lot of material, so need some glue. I'm using Zap-A-Gap today. You could use 527 cement, something like that. I don't think tacky glue will hold this though. We need a 1.5 inch wooden disc, or you could also use a 1.5 inch like square of craft wood. It just needs to be about that size for the base, and you need 4 holes drilled in it. I just used my pin vise with the 3/64 of an inch drill bit. You need some wire. I've got blue and green, kind of decorative today. Use wire cutters to cut your wire. Don't cut your wire with scissors. It's so dangerous. You need some beads, just an assortment. And we need something to bend our wire around. So I'm using my little 2-pointed knitting needle that I use for a lot of stuff, and a pencil. It's really simple. We'll put the green one on the bottom. I like to just start out by doing something like this. Kind of stretch it out. We're going to make it fit there. And we're going to trim. I don't want it that tall. That's a little too tall, so I'll trim it there and see how I like it. And you can put the wires in any way you want. You can put them in, you can bend them in any design you want. You can put them any color you want. Really, you can do whatever you want to do. It's pretty forgiving. If you look online, there's lots of variations on these. They come from all the way from little ones to use on the tabletop to big ones like this, like would sit on the floor. And I like that, so I'm going to drop some. You see, I just put 3 beads on there. Put the wires down the holes and kind of run some glue down in that hole. Now the tall one. And you could put 3 sets of holes. You could put in 6 holes and have 3 wires, or whatever you want. I think I'll make a full loop at the top this time. See how I like that. Once I cut that one end off, that one end is a little crooked. I made that side longer. There. Now let's put some beads on here. Let's go there. And let's go with this one this time. Let's see, will that go? Nope, that one won't go across. So we won't use that one. Here's this one. And this is a good place to use up some of the cheap plastic beads like you get in the craft store. And a lot of times I'll buy a big bag of them, and then you get all kinds of really neat different beads you can use on projects. Let's see if I can get that in there, and if I like it. If I don't, I'll take off a bead. Okay, I think we got too many beads, so let's take off the big ones on this one. And this one, you just kind of have to play with it. Kind of, you know, put on some beads and see what you think. If you like it, glue it. If you don't like it, take some off. It's just a fun project. It could be, these could go in a kid's room or a toy store or a preschool. All kinds of miniature scenes you could put these in. There. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I'll run some glue down here. And then I'll put those beads down so we can see it. See if I can get that bead out of our way so we can actually see what we've got. Come on, there you go. Now I think the mini kids will have a lot of fun with these. There, it's that quick, it's that easy. Let's get this down there. Probably be best to leave your beads up on the top until your glue dries. but it doesn't really matter. So now we've got 2 of these really cool little bead maze toys for the kids to play with to go in the toy store. So have fun with the project, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.